everybody, this is Billy at BTUFF, and we're here with our next bike of the month. We're here with Jason Terwilliger, right? And we got something kind of unique here that kind of caught my eye because it's different. And let's take a look at it. Look at this thing. Very cool. And what year is this that we're looking at here?
It's a 1974 Ironhead Harley Davidson.
Okay, very cool. Can we start at the back, kind of work our way around, kind of take a look at everything?
Sure.
All right, let's go. So these tires right here, these look old school. What are we looking at on the tires?
They're Firestones. They're actually Coker bought the mold from Firestones from what I understand.
Yeah.
I like to stick with as original as possible without going a little over the top.
You know, that's what I think I like about this, is that it has that old school feel to it. You know, it's not choppered out. It's kind of like, you know, kind of looks,
right,
you know, like to its date. So, okay, so what else we got? Now did you do some custom work to the seat here?
Yeah, it came with a big old fat king and queen type seat. It was about up to here, and
yeah,
I found this at a Dave Man Chopper show down at Ventura. Yeah. And I bought it off the guys from Nash, and it's original seat from the 60s, 70s. And it seemed to fit the bike perfect.
Okay, let's make our way around here. Of course, we got some. I love the solid sprocket, man. That's cool.
Yeah, the original fender used to come down to about here.
Yeah.
You know, the stock tail light, and it was big and bulky, and I really wanted to have that late 60s bobber look, so I cut the fender, removed the light and everything, and just kind of rounded it out a little bit so it kind of looked somewhat of a stock.
Right. Now, are these the suspension that actually came on this?
No, those are actually lowered shocks for an old Ironhead.
How does it ride?
It rides pretty good. It bottoms out a little bit depending where you're at. I mean, if you're on the highway, it'll pop your ass off the seat a little bit.
Huh. Okay, cool. All right, let's make our way forward. Of course, this is kind of interesting right here.
Yeah, stock oil tank. You know, I'd see a lot of people do the horseshoe or like a cylindrical type tank.
So that was actually stock. That oil tank was stock right there. Wow.
I wanted to keep it on because I like the look.
No, it looks
gives
cool.
It that original feel to it. It is a kick only. It doesn't have an electric start. That's why it came from the factory.
Was it hard to start?
No, not at all. Yeah. It's actually the Ironheads have a little bit more compression, so they're a little bit tougher to start than your shovel heads or your pan heads.
Right. Okay. Let's make our way forward. That's cool. The air cleaner. That's cool. What carburetors on these things?
Mikuni. Sometimes people do aftermarket like SNS.
Yeah.
This one is a Mikuni.
Right. Now, are these all the pipes that came on it? I mean, is this the style of pipe, or did we change it a little bit?
It is a stock pipe, but if you can see, they've been cut here, so the baffles are gone, so they're a little bit louder. Yeah. And I want to make sure when I'm on the road, people know I'm next to them. Yeah, there you go. Of course, we got a twin. Yeah, V-twin. V-twin. It's a 1,000 cc. Wow. Make our way to the front here. The front tank's cool. I love that tank. I mean, it's like really this whole thing looks really nostalgic. I love it. Thanks. Yeah, it's original AMF tank. If you're familiar with AMF, like as everybody knows them as bowling pins. Yeah, yeah. The sports equipment. So company. They actually made tanks. Well, what they did was they bought Harley Davidson when Harley Davidson was going out of business, when they were going bankrupt, and because of AMF, Harley Davidson's still around. Harley Davidson bought Harley Davidson back from AMF in the later years. So next time someone's at the bowling alley, you can thank AMF for keeping Harley Davidson around, right? Yep. Okay. That's cool. Well, on the front end, I changed up a little bit. The original sporty light is sucked in, and it has a little bit of the hood here. Yeah. And I kind of like the headlight being out a little bit, so eventually I'll change this, do a little more custom, because I kind of trimmed it. It was kind of a hack job, but I ordered an aftermarket bracket and an old school style Bates light. Right. And threw that on there, and I changed the risers. And one of the things that's kind of unique is you have a right hand shift here, right? Yes, right side shift. From what I've learned doing research is, I guess Harley Davidson was trying to compete with the British bikes, and they're all right side shift. And the Ironhead was also used for flat track racing, dirt track racing. Yeah. So it's a lot easier when you're turning left all the time. You have your left foot down, you're able to shift with your right foot while you're still going. There you go. So this kind of actually was kind of tailored after that, right? I mean, maybe. Yeah, but say that as far as a marketing standpoint. Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting. So would you say that when it comes to choppers, you're old school? I mean. Yeah, I'd say so. I'm vintage. I like old school stuff. I couldn't tell you anything about the new bikes. Right. I know the Baggers is a real popular style right now, but it's not my thing.
Do you get a lot of looks on this bike? Because it's different, right? I mean, there's a lot of choppers here or motorcycles here in Bakersfield, but there's not very many like this, right? I mean, you don't see very many of these going around town.
It's not as popular as the newer style bikes, but it's definitely a growing trend throughout California.
Yeah. Are there clubs and stuff that actually get into more like the nostalgic stuff?
Yeah, there's groups. I guess you could say there's some clubs out there. There's a lot of shows throughout the country, in California especially. It's definitely a growing trend right now.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I love this bike. Let me step back here one more time. We'll take a... It shows your helmet, too. Like, what is that? Look at this thing. Is this a custom?
It's an original Shoei. I believe it's 1966. It was a new old school. I guess it was sitting somewhere and never got touched. And I had a friend of mine reline it.
Man,
with
that's
all
awesome.
the inner lining, even the foam that used to be in here out, and just did a reline for me.
Dude, you got Mother Mary? Or, I mean...
the Virgin Mary.
Is that it? Man.
And then a local artist and pinstriper named Four Eyes, good friend of mine.
You wear glasses?
Striped, yep.
Oh, wow.
Striped up my helmet for me.
Wow. And what's the 58?
The 58, it's the year of my father, how old he was when he passed away.
Oh, okay.
And it also just happens to fall. I know it's just a little bit cheesy, but let's say on the phone, my initial is JT, so it kind of has a meaning to it for me.
Yeah. That's cool. The helmet's about as cool as the bike.
Thanks, man.
Very cool. All right, well, this is our bike of the month. It's different, and you built it, right?
Yes.
And that's what we like here. We like people that fabricate, build their own stuff, and man, I'm glad we had a chance to take a look at this. Very cool.
Thank
I
you.
love
Appreciate it.
All right, this is Billy. This is Bakersfield Tough.